any chance? Is this one of those self-driving ones?
Yeah. In fact, I focus on testing how it handles the job taking people around.
Oh. So you are basically on the side working for Tesla as a tester or something?
Yes, sir.
Not working for Tesla, but same idea.
Oh, yeah, no problem. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So at this point of time, it's driving.
How much I owe you? You tell me, or you want to finish everything up? Or what? How much are you owe you today?
Yeah, we should get us all the way to your destination. Both.
You sure? Okay. All right.
And
I'll take that.
Confident?
Okay, you got it. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay, bye.
There's nobody in the country with more experience with Tesla's FSD than me. I know it very well.
The software, you mean to say?
Mm-hmm. I have over 2,500 operating hours on the system.
Wow.
You can think of me like a safety driver, basically.
Do you get paid by Tesla in any way?
No.
Okay.
No, there's probably about 1 million of us that are testing the software on our own. Tesla gets the data from us, but we're not paid by Tesla. In fact, you could say we pay to do it because we pay for the software.
Dang. So it's more of a hobby,
Yeah.
passion.
Yep. Kind of a collective passion that helps them progress, make it better and better.
That's nice.
Sheila becomes 50 per year.
So you're literally not touching the brakes or the accelerator.
Nope. I've actually got my foot kind of tucked up. I'm not on the pedals at all. If I touch the brake or the steering wheel, it's kind of like cruise control. It takes over.
Okay.
As long as this line is blue and this little steering wheel is blue, it's another way to tell it's in self-driving.
Got it. I would be scared, honestly, till I get that confidence. I would be scared.
Yeah, you would need to,
Get
gain
used
it.
to it.
Yeah, exactly. I was nervous as well, when I first turned it on. But that was many years and many hours ago.
So you've been doing it for a few years now.
I started exclusively testing it like this in January of 2022.
Oh, that's long it's been in the market for? Then that's it, testing.
Well, the full city and highway has been around in mass since about October of 2021.
Okay.
That's when I first got it. But it took from October until about January of 2022 that I was confident enough in myself to be able to intervene before I started using it as an actual taxi. So before that, I was just with me, nobody else.
And Uber is okay with it? You having a self-driven Tesla?
Uber and Lyft don't have any rules for or against it, so it's not a conversation they're a part of.
That's surprising.
Yep. That's something I had to make sure of, to make sure I was crossing my T's and dotting my I's.
Right.
In fact, I'm pretty sure, I don't think Lyft has any plans yet, but I'm pretty sure Uber is working on their own sort of autonomous thing in the background. There are a lot of people now that think that Tesla should just buy Uber because they could and barely dent their cash.
Oh, yes.
I kind of agree, to be honest, because there's a lot of background data with precision pickup and drop-off that Tesla could use. Because Tesla's navigation isn't always as pinpoint precise as Uber's is.
Okay.
It might just generically have it stop like next to the place, whereas Uber will have you go into the parking lot.
So is it because of the mapping software?
Yeah, the mapping hasn't been ironed out to that degree yet by Tesla. They're still using sort of a hybrid Google Maps Tesla counterpart.
Okay.
And I've sent a lot of feedback to them about how they're going to need to fix that, because there are some issues where the car will get stuck in a parking lot at a school or something, and they're going to have to solve that if they want it to be a reliable service.
So since you've been testing these autonomous vehicles of Tesla for so long, how many accidents have these type of vehicles had in US?
In FSD, very few. I just saw that there was a... Oh, there you go. Making sure it didn't turn too soon. There was a gentleman who wasn't paying attention and crashed his Cybertruck into a pole like a day or two ago. But moments like that, it's because the human wasn't paying attention. Because even as good as this is and as much experience as I have on it, I will not be here on my phone or sleeping or doing something stupid.
So it's still not that. It's still not 100%.
No. It is really good, but especially when you factor in just the chaos of all the humans around you too.
Right.
With the way they drive, people cut you off, or random kind of weird edge cases with construction. Like, there's a lot of things that need to be edged out before you can, click it and forget it. I don't have an exact number on the amount of accidents, but it is very rare. I think their data actually, Tesla put this out on their latest earnings report like a week ago, that in Tesla's fleet, it was an accident every, I want to say about 5.4 million miles.
Oh.
Whereas the average accident in any other car is, I think, around 1 in every 600,000 or 700,000 miles. So it's already a factor of about 8 times safer.
I know a couple of accidents that happened in California because of one was, I think, in school traffic, one of the kids suddenly jumped from nowhere in front of the car.
I haven't heard of that one.
And that was a kid.
Yeah, I've seen some articles that were not true, that were trying to claim that, children and such have been hit. There are a lot of companies out there that are trying to slander the technology.
Oh yes.
That's not to say that that isn't true. I mean, the most famous one I know of was actually a guy in 2014, Josh Brown, I believe is his name. He was watching Harry Potter on a portable DVD player in his Tesla, and it went right under a semi-truck like that.
Ouch.
Because at the time, the radar couldn't differentiate the glare of the sun and the clouds with the truck, and it just went right into it and killed him.
Did you say 2014 or 24?
2014.
So it's been out for that long?
Autopilot has, not full self-driving. So autopilot basically was limited to the highway.
Right, okay.
But yeah, it's still, they have called it enhanced autopilot or FSD for many years, but this full city and highway integrated, it can navigate you around, that is what really started to show itself in 2021. There were some YouTubers and employees with Tesla that had it before that, but that was less than 1,000 people. But yeah, there have been some accidents for sure. The more people abuse the system, the longer it'll take as well.
How many years do you think still for you to start watching a movie and forget about what's
That
happening around?
really depends on the red tape and where Tesla plans to start actually putting the vehicles out. So it was announced that they're going to start unsupervised FSD in Austin, Texas in June of this year.
Oh, that's early.
And what they're doing is something similar to Waymo. So if you're not familiar, Waymo would basically operate in certain regions, and then they would start to expand as it was proven out. And they're basically starting that, I think, in Austin, Texas, and I think maybe in San Francisco. I hope they start in Florida as well, because it's already doing incredibly well in Florida. So they could probably pick a region in Tampa or Orlando to focus it.
Austin, Texas, there's a lot of crowd there.
Oh yeah.
Heavy, one of the
Sorry for my ignorance.
Same with San Francisco.
Highest population.
What
man.
is Waymo?
Oh yeah.
What is Waymo?
Waymo is another self-driving company. They're actually more famous right now just because you can actually get in their cars with no driver. And they're usually like a Jaguar I-Pace or something. They have all the radars on them.
Right.
They're coming to Florida next year in Miami, which I'm excited about, because my cameras are actually, because I have a YouTube channel that follows this from a more scientific standpoint. And once Waymo comes to Miami, I plan to make content comparing the two technologies. But they're basically, there was a few that were trying to tackle this. Chevrolet, or GM, I should say, had a company called Cruise. They actually had all their licenses revoked because they were involved in a fatal accident with a pedestrian a year or two ago, and they had all of their stuff revoked. Waymo's still operating. They're kind of pioneering self-driving and regulatory stuff.
It's still a software, right?
Yes, yeah.
The automotive manufacturers might not use.
Yeah, I know that several companies are working on their own what you would really just classify as adaptive cruise control for the most part. Nothing really to this degree aside from Waymo exists. And it looks like it is kind of getting us all the way there, which is good. Is it this building up here?
Yes.
Cool. So that's first one I would say is a success. That's how fast I can take over, because now I'm driving it just to kind of get us over here.
You can just park it here for a moment.
Okay.
Papa, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, no problem.